Hello and welcome to Sole Runner Barefoot Shoes. My name is Thorsten Ludwig and I am the founder and owner of Sole Runner Barefoot Shoes. Today, I'd like to introduce you to a model that has become one of my favorite shoes over the past few weeks. I wear it almost exclusively, and not just me. We've already been selling it very well. That's why we've been incredibly busy at the beginning of this new season, and only now do I have time to make a video, but it has already found many barefoot fans, namely the Tarvos LC Vegan in white. We'll get started in a moment. So this is the new sneaker, vegan and sustainable. It already exists in black with a white sole and in a slightly higher version, basically ankle high, available in both leather and fabric. And now we have a brand new model. LC stands for low cut. Sorry, I couldn't come up with anything better. And vegan stands for vegan because we're using a new upper material here that we are using for the first time. And we're very proud of it. It's a PU material, but a bio-based PU. That means it consists of 40% recycled organic waste. Many other parts of the shoe are also recycled. I'll go into that later in the video. By the way, there are chapter markers down below again. If you're only interested in certain parts, feel free to skip ahead or back to quickly jump to a topic. When I look at the shoe, of course, as always, we've included a cardboard shoe tree. I've already made a video about it. Keep it, use it for these or other shoes. It helps maintain the shape and above all, absorbs moisture. Before we go any further, let's do what we always do. Take a look at the bottom of the shoe, and here we find an old friend, our 4+2 millimeter sole. That means 4 millimeter base sole and 2 millimeter tread, giving a total of 6 millimeters. Very durable, very flexible, and very movable. We've actually made the shoe even softer. It's a very comfortable shoe. It's also comfortable in terms of width. This model is made in our wide fit. I've talked about shoe widths often. My favorite is actually extra wide, but I still wear this one with great enthusiasm. I've had absolutely no problems because width isn't just about internal space. It's also about the overall cut. Thanks to the Derby cut, that means wing-style eyelet panels on the sides. This shoe gives nicely and fits my strong feet perfectly. At the same time, it gives the foot a slim appearance, and not only because of the extended lacing. The long lacing visually breaks up the front of the shoe. There's also a nice design element like this seam at the front. As you can see, it's a lace-up shoe. The laces slide very smoothly. The reason is we not only use the visible eyelets on the outside, but also hidden eyelets on the inside. That allows the laces to glide beautifully through. When I look inside the shoe, the first thing I see is our insole. We include this free of charge. It's our standard insole. Attentive viewers might notice we've removed the patch at the heel. There were good reasons to use it for many years, but now we offer an optional comfort insole you can buy. If you often stand on hard floors or carry a bit more weight and think, I could use just a little more cushioning, then have a look at that comfort insole. There's a separate video on that as well. Let's continue with the lining. I mentioned earlier that the outer material is made from 40% recycled agricultural waste. The lining material, the brown fabric you see here, is made from 100% recycled PET bottles. And I always like to point this out. It's called PCP, which stands for post-consumer products. That means these plastic bottles were previously used, collected, cleaned, and processed into yarn. Unlike some other shoe manufacturers who produce plastic bottles on purpose just to shred them into yarn, that's not the case here. Here we are using true post-consumer products, real used materials, and this lining material is used throughout the entire interior from heel to toe. There's also some nice light padding at the sides. We've used a bit of foam so that nothing presses, not even at the edges. This shoe is, just look at this, so soft. You usually only see that in moccasins. It's an ultra soft shoe that will accompany you comfortably all day long. What else is there to say? The available sizes range from 36 to 48. I've talked about the inner material, the outer material, and the lacing, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to share about this shoe. Now we come to our water repellency test. For that, I've got my syringe again, and as you can probably imagine, with this material, nothing gets through from the outside at first. Of course, where there are seams, there are holes, and moisture can enter there. But the upper material itself is largely water repellent, and here you can see it, how the water beads up on the surface of the upper and rolls off. The drops from the syringe aren't absorbed immediately, exactly what you want to see. Still, a quick disclaimer, water repellent is not the same as waterproof. There are no membranes or similar technologies used in this shoe. Caring for the shoe is relatively easy. Just wipe it off with a damp cloth and it's clean again. You can also spray it with a waterproofing spray. We have our own spray, which works especially well on seams. Using regular shoe polish only has a minimal effect. Thank you for watching. That was the product introduction for the Tarvos LC White Vegan. See you in the next video. Servus, ciao.